Next episode, I plan on sitting down with author legend, Michigan legend, Ben Hamper, author of Rivethead, Tales from the Assembly Line. Hi, I'm Evan Miller, and sometimes things don't go as planned when you're retired. Today's episode was going to feature Ben Hamper, Michigan legend and author. I'm still planning on featuring him in an episode. However, he's not up north at the moment, so we're going to wait on that. I welcome you back to another episode of Retired at 20, episode 4. Episode 4, yeah, welcome back. I remember that. Today, we welcome Bruno Deni to the show, as I'm going to interview him. It is one of our longer episodes, but Bruno's a real good friend of mine, and I look forward to sitting down and talking with him later today. Hope you enjoy. Also, I know I'm not very consistent with when I say I'm going to do something and getting around to it. I know I've been talking about the Champ 20 for like forever now. It's going to happen soon. I've been slammed with schoolwork. It's going to happen. Once school gets out, I'll have a lot more time on my hands to deliver more content in a more timely manner. So once again, the Champ 20, it's in the works, I promise. I'll see you guys on Zoom with Bruno in a few. All right, we're rolling. Welcome,
Sweet.
Bruno. Welcome, Bruno Deni, to Retired at 20. An old friend of mine. I've known since he was 12. Bruno, you turned 16 in October, correct?
I did. And it's an honor to be on the show, man. I'm so glad.
Thank you for being here. I'm glad we could schedule a time to have you on Zoom and do this safely. So let's just get started right away. You're 16 now. Have
Yep.
you been living a retired life since this started?
I mean, honestly, I would have to say yes, because all the schoolwork is out. So basically, the only clock is my clock. I'm on my time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of this show is young guys like us have been able to sort of experience a lot of freedom at a young age that we haven't quite ever had in our lives before, and
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, now one drawback of this all this freedom we've been having is your All Stars tour got canceled. Does that
Yeah,
suck or what?
that does suck. They sent out a letter. They're like, you made it, but sadly, tour will not happen this year.
So
But
does this get rescheduled or what
no, it's
happens?
just complete. They sent me a T-shirt and a lanyard. We're like, good luck this summer.
Yippee, yippee. So
Yeah.
Bruno is a two-time School of Rock All-Star. I am a one-time School of Rock All-Star. And we have more in common than just School of Rock.
Yeah.
Our choices of guitars, Fender Strats,
Oh, easy.
HSS,
Well,
HSS Strats. So tell me
I
about
would
your
I would
go ahead.
I'll go as far to say the Ford Raptor of guitars.
Yes, the Ford Raptor or the Chevy Duramax of
Oh, of course.
guitars. So you got an American Elite. It's
Hmm.
kind of is the Ford Raptor essentially of Fender's line. Before the Ultra, it was the Elite. We're talking top of the line American made products.
Oh yeah,
Why do you like a Strat? Is it the versatile tones of an HSS Strat? Is it the feel? Tell me about it.
it's everything. It's the durability, the feel, the tone. The tone is so like milky and smooth. And it's just a wonderful, beautifully made instrument. Unlike a lot of other guitars I've played, you can just tell that so much love and time was put into making these, and they sound great. They feel so smooth. uh,
That's serious. That is a huge thing. The
oh, of
um
course, of
the
course.
durability. I will say
There's a few like
durability.
nicks.
They're versatile.
Mhm.
Having that humbucker in the bridge position is a serious thing. It allows you to
Oh,
dial in many tones, and you have a five-way selector switch of five completely different sounds on that guitar, which is a really good thing to have, especially on these School of Rock tours. As we both took our Strats, our HSS Strats on tour, there you were able to literally dial in just about any sound that you
oh,
need.
exactly. Like my two of my favorite genres are funk and like rock/metal. So it's so great to be able to play both of those without having to like switch guitars or
Exactly.
like I can just get the best of both worlds from one guitar.
Exactly. And a lot of guys like Eddie Van Halen, when this whole HSS Strat thing started, and for those of you who don't know, HSS is humbucker single single, meaning that you have a humbucking pickup in the bridge of your guitar. Eddie Van Halen did that. He's one of the first guys to make this Frankenstrat guitar where he did that. And you get the playability and speed of a Fender style guitar, and the double cutaway. A lot of guys really like that.
Exactly.
So
That's one of my favorite parts, especially like being on stage and when I do have to transition guitars for tuning reasons, like handing them out quickly, it's so much easier because it's just such a smooth instrument.
exactly. Do you have locking tuners on yours?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So I told in the last episode I discussed how so mine is an American Special, so I did a lot of upgrades to it to make it a higher quality instrument. And that was one of the biggest things was aftermarket pickups and locking tuners. So let's talk about your new EP. You got a new EP coming out. Did you use that guitar to record most of it?
All the guitar tracks are on that guitar. There's the album cover's right there hanging above my window.
Perfect. Well, why don't you, when this is over, you send me a photo of it. We'll get it on the
Oh yeah.
the post-production. Cool. So tell me about it. How many songs?
So we got 5 tracks, all ranging from funk, jazz songs I made. Actually, one of my close friends I met on the All-Star Tour last year, from like indie pop to like a ballad. My goal in this was to try and express as many different aspects of musicianship I have in my tool belt.
Which is definitely a lot. I can remember house band shows playing. You and I, we met in Megadeth versus Metallica, playing thrash metal all the way to Parliament Funkadelic together.
Oh yeah.
So we're talking about two completely different ends of music. Great. So, are you the only one on this EP? When I click play, am I only hearing Bruno Deni, or are there any other guests?
Well, actually, I have 3 of my great musician friends who feature on this record. My friend Jade Vargo, she is singing on one of the songs. One of my best friends, probably the most amazing vocalist I've ever heard. Her voice is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Luke Sorensen, he is my friend from tour. On one of the tracks, he plays bass and drums. But other than that track, bass, drums, and keyboard. But other than that track, all the bass and drums are done by me on the EP. And then my third friend, Michael Hu, he lays down some tasty flute lines and some tasty sax lines. He is actually
so cool.
a student at the U of M Jazz School, so it's a real deal.
The real deal. I look forward to hearing that. So let's talk about some where you learned to do these kind of electric drums. Was it Ben Fearman, Dr. Ben Fearman of Oakland University?
He is, I would consider my idol. I've learned so much about musique concrète, which is my favorite, as we know, our favorite genre of music. It's where it's not music, it's sound.
Favorite genre, yeah. Nice. Great. So, okay, we talked, you've been living a retired life.
Oh, yeah.
When did you start this EP? What was it, the quarantine that gave you the time to sort of make this EP?
Well, some of these songs have been back in the back of my brain since December, but since I'm truly living that retired gentleman alpha life, I can finally nurture these songs into adulthood and birth them.
I respect that. I respect that. That's good. There's a place in my head where all these songs and riffs just sit in it, and to finally get them out on
voice memos.
On voice memos, or when you finally hit record and you get it out. I can remember one Siren song in particular, Magic Woman. We were trying so hard. I had this sound in my head with the shaker and the split coils of the Strats, and it's like trying to express to 3 other guys what I wanted from this song. It's difficult. So I guess one of the benefits of you doing all this yourself is that you are the only one held accountable for what your final product is. You are making your own music. No one else is, you are allowed to break rules. There's no one else, no pushback, which a lot of the times pushback is good, but in the creative process of solo music, you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. And just want to say first, I'm a huge fan of Siren. If you haven't, go check out their music. They're wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it was great because first, working with other people making music is a great thing too, because you get some new perspectives that you would have never thought of. But personally, really just being able to do anything I want, like not having to second guess every decision to make sure it checks with anyone else was a great feeling, and it allowed me to have as much freedom as I wanted.
Perfect. I do like that. I look forward to hearing it. It's going to be when's the release date?
So, well, I have to put it into the distributor first, and everything's tracked. All guitars, drums are tracked. I just need to finish up some vocal stuff. But once that's done, put it in the distributor, and my guess is I'm calling it early summer, so late June, early July is what I'm shooting
Perfect.
for.
And this was all recorded on Logic?
Yes, yeah.
So, okay. Now, let's move past music. That's once this comes out, we'll get it linked up in the description.
Thank you.
So quarantine caused you to go blonde. How does it feel being blonde?
Well, I have to say, being a blonde boy is an honor. I do miss my brown hair, but as
It'll
Evan
be
and I
back
both
eventually.
know, we both know that hair is an important part of being a gentleman. We both used to have long hair, and it was great while it lasted. But after that chop, just released something in us. And
That you're not wrong. Like for those people watching, um, I had when Bruno and I met, we both had long hair, and about the same style hair too. It was all one length, but his hair is brown, mine was blonde. And as some of you have probably figured out by now, I do color my hair. You can see it's starting to, the quarantine is starting to catch up to me.
oh
So,
yeah,
yep, you too. So I chopped my hair, and not long after Bruno chopped his hair, and is you if you put a photo of us with long hair, and then a week later with short hair, we seriously look like different guys. Like we look
put some
very
photos in
we
post, throw them up there,
oh for
let the
sure
people see.
we were like boys, and then we were gentlemen, just like
Oh,
that.
for
Like
sure, overnight.
seriously, it will really round things up. So do you miss your long hair?
Not at all. I cannot say that. If anything, this is too long for me.
See, I can say that this hair that I have gotten during the quarantine, I dig it, but much longer, no. As
I hate.
some of you know, I last summer I buzzed my hair completely, and I will never do that again. There's a fine line between short hair, long hair, because to some people, what we have is long hair, but to us, long hair was like when it was here. This is
Exactly. It's
short.
like
This
it
is short
takes
hair.
many hours of meditation at Starbucks and early in the morning and LTF camp to really realize there's a fine line. Too short, you lose the gentlemanness. Too long, you need that perfect. You need to really reflect.
For sure. So I know you got a busy day ahead of you, Bruno. You're awfully funny today.
Look at Pot on the back in your
Oh,
window.
great. Oh, great. Is he shirtless? Probably. All right. Well, I really appreciate you joining today.
Thanks for having me on.
Bruno Deni, everybody. True gentleman, two-time School of Rock All-Star, house band member, and now a solo musician of his own name. We look forward to hearing the EP.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, take care. I'll see you when I
Take
get
care.
home.
Bye.
Tonight's cocktail recipe is a very simple 2-ingredient cocktail. It's going to be a not your father's kind of root beer night. And this is my first time making it, so I'm going to literally I'm not going to go off camera and make it and then show you. We're going to make it together. It's going to be a fun experience, and from my understanding, this is going to be a delicious cocktail. It's going to be featuring rum chata, which we have in the house here, and root beer, which I got to go run to the gas station and get. So I'll be right back with some A&W. That is the biggest damn bottle of rum chata I've ever seen. Alright, I made it back from BP safely because Suttons Bay is such a dangerous town. We got A&W root beer, rum chata. Those are the only 2 ingredients. I'm thinking like 85% root beer, 15% rum chata, based on the glass. I take that back. Let's do some ice, and then we'll evaluate. Alright, so like I just said, we're gonna start with just 1 ice cube. And let's begin the pouring process. Oh shit, don't want that to foam. If you guys got any good cocktail recipes, drop it in the comments for real. And I'll feature it on this video. I'm always up to doing new things like this. It gives me something to do, All right, we'll let that foam die down. I mean, seriously, guys, like when it comes to easy cocktails, this is like a total party pleaser, simple college drink. Alright, I think that's good. Well, it gets kind of like a chocolate texture apparently when I was reading up on this. Yeah, that's a good start. Let's pour some rum chata in there and see how this comes out. Oh, yes. Look at that. I look like a Starbucks barista. Look at that. Holy shit, that looks good. Alright, here's our final product. That looks impressive. It makes you look like you're a pro bartender for doing nothing. Alright, here's the taste test. Let's see. That is... Ooh, I almost said it. That is damn good. This is supposed to be somewhat kids friendly. That is damn good. That's a good cocktail. I look forward to enjoying this with my grandpa. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. We're trying to make something happen here, friends. So, the more support you give me, the more content I can put out. Be sure to check out Siren. I haven't mentioned that in a video. Well, in a while at least. Check out Siren. Check out our Promises album. We want to get back into the studio as soon as we can. So please give us some support on our debut album. And leave us some feedback if there's a genre you want to hear or whatever. Until next time, Retired at 20 is always a blast. See you guys next time. Peace.